I am the greatest scout in the world, yes! Or am I? We decided to test that theory. So we have designed a test to figure out if I am actually the best at identifying the talent of players. And in order to do this, I brought in my good friend, the man More FM.
Hello. How's it going?
He's Scottish. I'm sorry, England.
Scots are better. Scots are better.
Oh, it's beautiful. So we've actually devised a plan in order to compete in the ability to identify players' potential. What we have done is we have assembled a list of some of the finest wonderkids in the world. Alphonso Davies, Rayon Cherky, Reina, Bellingham, Nuno Mendes, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Yusuf Demir, Fati, Pedri, Rodrigo, Camavinga, Mokoko. We've got all these players, and we know that their potential ability range is set in Football Manager. What we are going to try and do is guess whether their potential ability is on the higher side or the lower side of their range based off the scouting report. We have one scouting report, but from a perfect scout at United, so. You, as the guest of the channel, right, will go first. So I give you your selection. Who do you feel like you'd be able to guess the potential ability of better than anyone in that category? Here we go.
I'm going to first take Alphonso Davies. Alphonso Davies. He's my number one pick.
Did you have to go with the North American? I mean, I'm going to take Gio Reyna just
Well,
to make sure.
I figured we had that rivalry of, you know,
okay.
Canada, American.
Okay, next pick. You're up. I got Reyna.
I'm going to go with Mendes. Nuno Mendes. Both left backs.
I feel like you're way too confident in these selections. I feel like you actually have a plan. I'm going I'm going Hudson-Odoi. That's my next pick.
That's a sensible pick. I am going with Ryan Cherky.
I'm going to take Pedri. I think he's a little easier to read than Yusuf Demir's skill set. You've got Yusuf and Jude Bellingham.
So I think the obvious pick is Mokoko here, so I'm going with Camavinga.
The bait and switch.
The bait and switch, absolutely.
Unbelievable. So my next pick is... I will take Rodrigo, mainly because I still feel like I've never seen him play.
All right, that's a good pick. So that means I will take Ansu Fati, a player that I've actually used before. So I'm good with that.
Huzzah! Okay, and what we are going to do, again, as a reminder, we are going to pick whether their potential ability is in the higher half or the lower half of their range of potential. The more we get right, the more we celebrate, the more you celebrate us, and the more I try not to embarrass myself on a global stage. Yes. So I'm going first, and I'm going to go ahead and do Gio Reyna first. He's a 72, and his potential ability is not full. See, I was worried. And you probably wouldn't be seeing this video if this was the case, that every one of their potential abilities was going to be super high. Media description has him as a Wonderkid, which I feel like might not be the case for everybody. But I have a bad feeling about this. 72 is a little low for me.
It's average. It's average.
He's pedestrian. You heard it here first. He's a pedestrian player.
He's ambitious, though.
Yeah, but that's not going to have any bearing on his potential. I feel like the things... I don't even actually know exactly where we'd be looking on this, but it's like media description, right? What are the opinions of this player? What's the scout's opinion of this player based off all the different factors that it would take? And then what is like the actual scouted current ability of the player? So I'm trying to... Is it higher or lower than 165? His current ability is... It is good. It's not absolutely sensational, but it is good. So it's one of those things where I feel like his scouting rating should be higher. But he's not an easy signing. It would take a ton of money to get Gio Reyna off of...
Oh yeah, Dortmund aren't going to sell him cheaply.
No, not at all. Oh, wow. This is sort of decision I would agonize over for a very, very long time if I was looking at it on stream. But I feel like I need to make a decision. We need to make a decision quickly. Let's see. His favorite personnel is his father.
Oh, you'd hope so.
Yeah, that would be awkward if it wasn't. His middle name is Alejandro, which leads me to believe that his potential is lower than 165. I think it's lower. That's my official guess. Drum roll, please.
What did you say? 165?
I think it's under 165. I just don't have a good feeling about it.
His potential.
Oh my God, I'm so off.
177.
Oh,
so that is right at the very, very top end of his potential range. He's only got 3 extra places to go.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Speaks the numbers.
I know. Oh.
That's gotta hurt.
That's all right. We bounce back. We bounce back from these. Well, now you have to do one. You're over there. You're over there laughing up a storm. You have to
Yeah,
go.
this is going good.
Yeah,
This
all
is
right.
going good.
Do Davies. Do Alfonso Davies. Do Davies.
That's 100% who I was going to pick.
Okay.
100% who I was going to pick.
Alfonso
Davies, Wonderkid, and he tries tricks. He's a tricky little player, and his scout summary is 84, which is more.
Oh, dude, that's.
But I guess that's also, you look at the players he's up against. His potential is actually very high up. Superb. What's his scout saying? What's the scout saying?
This feels like a no-brainer to me, based off what you just saw happen to me.
Oh yeah, I think he's going. He's definitely higher. Definitely think he's higher than 165. Yeah, so I'm going higher.
All right. If you see, I'm looking at it right now. That's the way I'm doing this. I already know the answer.
I've not seen it. Oh!
I know, dude. You snuck it in there. It's demand more one. I'm at 0. I mean, you knew it all along, I guess. You knew it.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
That was close.
168.
Oh, that was so close.
I knew all along.
Yeah, he's confident. Okay,
Confident.
so it's Jude Bellingham. I'm gonna go with Jude now. Hey, Jude. I'm gonna get DMCA'd. I'm gonna stop. Okay. Okay, scouting. His potential ability is rated top by Jim Lawler. We've got 2.5 stars, right? Professional, high work rate. None of this should really factor into what exactly his potential is, but I am losing, so I really need to make sure that I get this right. The rating of 70. Well, come on. Davies was rated an 84. Like, and he would have cost 80 million to get. That's nuts. Like, how much would Reyna cost if he's rated a 73? I feel like the scout, there's just some variability in the scouting, honest. Media description is not Wonderkid, which is concerning to me. That is he's dubbed the new Paul Gascoigne. I'm going to ask you a very personal question. Who is Paul Gascoigne?
He is a English player that was kind of decent, and then he went to Rangers, and then it was just awful. Who goes to Rangers?
This isn't super inspiring. His potential ability is 150 to 180. I gotta say under. I don't know why I'm asking you, because you are incentivized to lie, and you've probably already seen the ability.
I think he's higher. I'm going to say I would say he's higher.
I don't think. I mean, I know. Look, I'm on thin ice. I missed by a mile on the last one, but I really think that his potential ability is below 165. His media comparison isn't good. His recommendation level isn't good.
But do you take that chance and go in 0-2?
I mean, technically it's a coin flip, right? Technically speaking, it's a coin flip. I'm going bottom half. What do we got? Yes! Yes! Bottom half. Let's go. It was close. 161. Yes. I'm 1-1. Thank goodness. If I started 0-2, we might have just quit. We would never have filmed this video.
You could have came back. All right, so you went Bellingham. I am going to go with Rayan Cherki.
A man who I made a video about this guy at one point and said he was the next Messi. So
I mean, he's still got time. I mean, it's the same thing. It's like his media description's a winger rather than Wonderkid.
That's tricky. That oh man,
it's pretty good potential coming by from the rating. Or good potential coming from the scout.
He's got the full 5. He's got the full 5.
72 rating from the scout at the moment. So he has to beat 165.
Yeah. Is he over or under the 165 that's the middle of his range?
It's...
I'm gonna look. I'm looking. I now know.
I'm gonna go under. Below 165. Let me go find out. You're not making any noises, so... Oh, what?
Yes! I don't know. I have
How
no idea.
is he that high?
There's no indication of that at all. Other than the fact that he had the 5-star on the report, but so did Bellingham.
Yeah, Bellingham had the exact same, so...
But what gave it away for me was the Paul Gascoigne comparison, where you're like, he wasn't a great player, but there's no comparison.
There's nothing in that in Ryan's.
He had no indication, but his potential ability is just nuts. I think what we might learn from this video is that potential ability is just really hard to diagnose, because we play the game a ton and we're sitting here like...
It could be this, it could be that.
Okay, we're both 1-1.
Well, yeah, 1-1.
But I'm feeling better. I was pretty confident in the last one. Hudson-Odoi. Callum Hudson-Odoi is a media description Wonderkid. But I feel like that's not a surprise, because he gets a lot of, like, he's already played for the English national team.
Oh yeah, and he's really well known as well.
Exactly.
He's got reputation there already.
So I feel like it's not as indicative that he is considered a Wonderkid, and his potential ability is not 5 stars from Jim Lawler.
But then you can't really trust him.
And yeah, Jim is misled. Jim, dude. You know, really boils my lobsters that Jim can't get this right because he's a perfect scout. Anyways, we have no player comparisons for Callum Hudson-Odoi. He's on the range. He's rated pretty low. My question to myself is, do I dare go low again? I don't know if I do. Especially with the terrifyingly high potential. The terrifyingly high potential that we've seen some of these people just kind of randomly have.
Well, yeah, like I never expected Turkey to be like in the 170s.
I'm basically in direct competition between the media description
And the stars. It's like if you had the 5 stars and Wonderkid, you probably go higher, but because they kind of counteract each other.
Yeah, exactly. So I trust you, Jim. I'm going low. I'm going low again. Oh, dude. Dang. Oh. I gotta trust the media descriptions more, man. It seems more accurate than the freaking scout at the moment. I'm 1 and 2. You're up. I don't want to talk about it.
I want to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how much. You have fun with Nuno Mendes here.
You know Mendes.
I've already looked at his stars, and his stars are in that confusing, like, well, he's only, you know, he's not full. Stars aren't full.
All right, so he's an attacking fullback.
Yeah, but he's not a Wonderkid. Oh my God.
But he's just, yeah, but see, Hudson-Odoi had the exact same stars and his potential. And I'm currently using Mendes as well.
He's the best young fullback in the game, in my opinion.
He is, but I know the differences. Like every save can have a different potential, but what I'm looking at is not much different to what my 24-year-old Mendes is like. So I'm going lower.
Ooh.
Lower than 165. Yeah. Yes. 158.
That's the lowest we've seen.
It is. It's like it looks very similar to my current Mendes I'm using. So I was kind of swayed by that, but yes. Yeah, so that's
a proper use of context clues on your part then. Dang it. All right, you have 2. I have 1. That's okay. There's plenty of time for a comeback.
There's loads of time.
There's plenty of time for a comeback, and we start that comeback with Pedri. Yeah, we'll do it with Pedri first. With our scouting report on Pedri. Oh, it's a 72. Oh, that's gross. So but the potential range on these guys is 160 to 190. Which means 175. Yeah, 175 is the midline. And so the question is now on the Jim Lawler scouting report and what we know, and he is a Wonderkid, right? Do we have a player comparison? No, we don't. Okay. He is a Wonderkid. We've got the scouting report, which is not 5 stars. Okay.
It's the exact same situation as the other ones, ain't it?
Yes.
Where it's like not 5 stars, but Wonderkid description.
The fact that he's considered a Wonderkid at this point, even though he has no Spanish caps, even at a youth level, he has no Barcelona caps. Wonderkid's
and he's so young as well.
It's a very high regard for somebody that has not played like the highest level. I mean, like he obviously dragged Las Palmas from the Segunda Division to La Liga, but that, I mean, you don't become a Wonderkid just because you're playing in that team.
That's a very, very good point.
We'll see if it works. I'm going higher than 175. God save the Queen.
Higher than 175.
Yes! Yes!
Oh wow!
Woo! Oh, his potential is insane. How does
188?
How does the scout miss that? On every team in the world, 188 potential should be 5 full stars. Jim Lawler is terrible at his job. It really is. He's terrible at his job.
He's chief scout as well. Oh. He's like the top man.
Jim. All right. Well, we're losing our faith in Jim Lawler, but you're up.
All right. So Yusuf Demir. He's a difficult one to get a gauge on, but 17 years old. Media description being attacking midfielder.
He's certainly a worse player than someone like Pedri. Even though they have the same potential range, he's a worse player, like right now.
He definitely is not currently at the same level.
He's the new Andreas Herzog, though. You have a media comparison.
Do you? I don't even know who he is.
He's 51. I don't know who he is either.
He's 51. Let's look at his career stats. So he played a season for Bayern Munich, apparently.
I mean, just one, though. We're tight, you know.
I don't know. This is probably just going to be 71 rated. A lot of cons. I'm going lower than 175.
I looked at it right at the beginning, and I don't know. I like accidentally helped you get to the right answer. I was like, why am I doing this, dude? Why?
Oh, 174.
Oh, skinning your teeth business right there.
I've got to keep my lead. I've got to keep the lead.
Yeah, you're up. You've got 3 right. I have 2 out of the 4. Okay, now we go to Rodrigo, my next one. So Rodrigo's already got an appearance. He's got 2 appearances for Brazil. He's a Wonderkid. The scouting report says he has 5-star potential. The information says that, oh, he's got so many favorite. What a popular guy. He's got 5 favored personnel. 6. I can't count. I really can't count. It's a problem. He's already playing with Real Madrid. We have no indication because we haven't simulated forward at all. This is us just off of the scouting report and information we can glean. And everything about Rodrigo is telling me that his potential is high. His media description, his scouting report, in just generic context clues about the way that this guy is considered. His potential salary demands being up to $12 million because he's already getting paid $10 million. He's already in the Brazilian team.
Well, being at Madrid really helps getting really inflated wages.
Yeah, but I feel like salary demands is something we've ignored, and like this guy definitely knows that he's good too. Matches signing philosophy. There's everything about this is screaming that it's higher. Yes!
Jeez, I can't get a lead here, can I?
I felt like that was the easiest one I've had. Everything was in agreement that like he was going to be it's 185, so I've got 3 right and 2 wrong. I just need a positive. I need to turn in a positive performance. That's all I need.
All right, so I have Ansu Fati. Now we all know he's good. Already labeled as a Wonderkid, 17 years old, already played quite a few games for the main Barcelona team.
I feel like he's hard to read because of that, because he's going to be labeled a Wonderkid whether his potential ability is good or not, because he's already played so much.
That is true. You made an interesting point about the wages. I mean, it's not something we have looked at, but he's already on £70,000 a week for a 17-year-old, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I was talking about like the wage demands, where your scout says like the estimated wage demand would be this if you signed him, and then Rodrigo's was significantly high, but so is Ansu Fati's. You know. Yeah,
it's like 96 to 130. I always think that they're going to add on a good amount considering what they're already on. I guess you need the 4.5 stars potential.
Oh.
But then it's like.
But it's weird. It's like a full 4 and then a half star.
Yeah. It's like he's very close to reaching that already. Which, let's have a look then. But we're saying 175.
Yeah, the line is 175. I just want to remind you, if you miss this, we're tied going into the last round.
I don't need to put any more pressure on New Zealand. I think I'm going lower. Let's just.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It was the fact it was only the half a star difference.
All right. He's going lower. Come on, Ansu.
174 again. That's the second time that I have managed a 1.
Twice. What is happening? Okay. Okay. We're both kind of on fire right now, but you still have the lead.
Away victory. Come on.
Oh, all right. And then I have Mukoku. My final pick. I have to get it right. Actually, no. You go first. Because if I miss this, there's no drama on yours. So you go first, and then if you don't get it right, then I have an opportunity to tie you with my final guess.
You just want that buzzer beater, don't you?
Absolutely. I'm setting up the buzzer beater, but you have Camavinga.
I do have Camavinga, and again, it's a 72. All the scout reports are always in the 70 range. The 4.5 stars. He's labeled a Wonderkid.
I can't believe he doesn't have a 5-star scouting report. These people have 170 to 200. And I'm saying that I don't know his potential.
So what's the line with the minus 10s?
The line is 185. But then again, we've had somebody at 188 who didn't have a 5-star scouting report.
That's true. Yeah, you can't really put much faith in these stars, I don't think.
Hey, full disclosure, from now on, I know the answer. I looked.
You looked.
I looked. I know the answer.
Oh, his idol is Paul Pogba.
Naturally.
Of course.
A French central midfielder that isn't idolizing the skill of Pogba's probably doing it wrong.
Yeah, it says 61 now there. The scout report says 72. So 185. I'm going higher. This has got to be higher. It's Camavinga. Oh no!
Yes!
183 have been done.
It was so close. All right, so you're four to the good, 2 to the bad, and now I have a chance. Oh, when I saw 183, I was like, shut up. I'm gonna talk him into like going low.
Damn, got it. Ah. All right, you've got a chance here.
Can he level it? Can he pull out the draw in the 90th minute? I have 15-year-old Yusufa Mokoko. Oh, dude, me. His media description is striker. But he has 5-star potential. Great. Awesome. Love that. He's getting paid $4,000 a year. They don't want to sell. He has no salary demands because he's so young.
I was just trying to say, you can't use that as a as like a hint.
I'm going to ask agent about availability. Oh, it doesn't matter because he's not interested in joining.
He just doesn't want to join.
Small club mentality over here. Yeah. Oh, dude, no, I can't believe I just thought of that. All right, I'm gonna have to hit this. So I don't trust Jim. I trust the media description. That's what we've learned is I don't trust Jim. I trust the media description. Right. I don't know why that's the case, but it's been borne out for us before.
I mean, as soon as he says striker.
Am I willing? I know that's what I'm saying. Am I willing to stake the entire competition on this fact? I don't know.
Does it all come down to the media description?
It's all a sentence I never thought I'd hear.
It comes down to all the pundits. It comes down to folk like you saying, yeah, that player's good, that player's bad.
It all comes down to this because he's not a wonder kid, but he also hasn't played anywhere. He has no youth. He doesn't even have youth team caps for Germany. He has no senior club appearances for any club. Like, it's very hard to be a wonder kid if that's the case. And he's rated 5 stars. But the recommendation is only 72, I'm guessing, because he's so... I'm going higher. I'm going higher. Is he higher? Yes! Yes! By 5.
Can't believe that. 190.
My thought process was that the scout rating was so low because he's impossible to sign, and the media description wasn't Wonderkid because he hasn't played anywhere and he's 15.
It doesn't give you any clues that the PA is high.
Well, because then the only other clue when you remove those two is that his potential ability is all the way at the top. That was basically all I took from that. Like, I basically decided that it was more likely that those two things were misled because of that than Jim Lawler missed.
So what you're saying is, all the way up to now, Jim Lawler has pretty much been wrong. Apart from the most clutch play, he gets it right.
I actually got the last 3 right. I was 1 for my first 3 and then hit the last 3. Well,
I think I was the other way around. I think I got my last one's wrong.
Oh, yeah. Wow. My adrenaline is way too high for Saturday morning. I'm not going to lie. This has been a lot of fun.
It's been really good fun, actually.
This is a game that I can imagine we might just play again at some point because you can play it an infinite number of times if you wanted to.
It's a draw, isn't it? It's a draw.
It is. It's a dead even draw.
There's no winner. We both lost.
We're both 60% likely, 66% likely to be able to tell you the potential ability of the player with accuracy.
I think I'll take that. I don't like if I get 66% of my players right. I'm quite happy with that.
I think everybody. I mean, that's why we play this game all the time. So if you 60% of the time, you're right all the time. That's that's the way you say it. Well,
Anchorman quote there.
Absolutely. Thank you for being on, and I look
Thank you very much for having me.
Seeing you again soon. His stuff is down in the description. If you haven't heard of them, now you have.
Thank you very much for having me.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course.
Cheerio.